So this next breakfall is breakfall number 4. So from this position, we're getting our students prepared to be able to be thrown or falling from a height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my knee out. My partner is going to come in and grab on nice and high. I'm going to support his hand, and in this position also support his elbow. Now, the leg that is closest to me is going to be back with the other leg forward. And what I want my students to do is to bring this leg just nice and high as it'll go, okay, to give themselves some momentum. And as that leg comes up, they're going to jump off the forward leg, landing in that breakfall number 2 position, so over to the side. Okay, so go ahead, Sean. So you'll see here that he's back in that number 2 position. The hand came down, struck on a 45-degree angle. Okay, once more. We'll do the other side. So from here, grabs up nice and high, support the elbow, leg comes up and through. Okay. Now you can also have your students conduct a counter kick from here as well to keep it consistent with that breakfall number 2 position. So let's do it once more time. Okay, and the other side. That's breakfall number. The next breakfall we're going to do is breakfall number 5. So I'm going to have my partner here, Sean, do is on his knees. His hands are going to be up by his face on a 45-degree angle. And as he falls forward, he's going to tap the ground, slapping the mat with the palm and his forearms. And as he does that, he's also going to turn his head to the side so he doesn't impact his face into the mat. Okay, go ahead, Sean. Okay, back up. And once more. Good. So you notice that he's slapping the mat, being aggressive, turning his face, and he's being on his knees, not allowing his body to touch the ground. Now what we'll do is do it from a standing position. So again, that transition to begin with, he's going to squat, put his elbows on his knees, bring his hands up, and from here all he's going to do is kick his feet back. Okay, go ahead. Good. Back up. And once more. Go ahead. Now you'll see here that he's on his toes and on his arms, so his knees are not impacting the ground, his hips are not impacting the ground, and neither is his body. Okay, so now what we'll do is we talked about counter kicks on our other breakfalls. So Sean is going to be turned away facing from me here. So quite possibly somebody's come in, shoved them from behind. Okay, so we'll go into his breakfall. Now, what he's going to do is rotate, take his left hand, place it under his body, and roll into that breakfall number 2 position that we were at before. Here's his counter kick. 1. Okay. Now, to get up, he's just going to bring himself up to a seated position. His knee is on the ground, and his hands are on the ground. He's going to push his hands up and slide his hips back, and once again into his fighting position. So let's do that once more. Okay. Turns, kicks, pulls the leg back, up, and through. That's our breakfall number 5.